Greetings gamers, ex-gamers and friends and family of gamers. Well, as expected, this is a celebration video because, as expected, I made it all the way through January from the moment I went to bed 30 minutes before New Year's Day, missing out on the fireworks in case I accidentally gamed into January 1st and blew it within the first few seconds. All the way through until I finished this, my final video, which will be roughly halfway through February 1st by the time I've done all the post-production and uploaded it and stuff. At no point during January was I seriously tempted to play video games, and I found the challenge exceedingly easy. Polishing my nails. Checking the forums and talking to others, both online and in real life, it seems a month off gaming is actually quite a tough challenge for some people. So I think I've pitched a pretty fair test. If you can make it all the way through a month easily without gaming, then you are playing the games. But if you can't make it through a month easily, then there's a strong chance the games might be playing you. With regards to the weight loss, more good news. I managed to lose both weight and body fat percentage, so I'm back down to my all-time lowest measurement this year, but this time I lost another 0.1% body fat, so I know that I'm at least losing more fat than muscle. This means the traditional wisdom of 3 small meals a day seems to be working best. Well, what do you know? After more than 4 decades of trial and error, it seems Mommy knew best all along. Who'd have figured? And that about wraps up my non-gaming challenge. If you actually care about the future of my weight loss goal for this year, why? I'll be posting some weekly updates, which I'll call Big Fat Hairy Loser, on this channel, so stay right here for Big Fat Hairy Loser updates. As for the gaming, now that I've proved decisively that I'm definitely not a gaming addict, I'll be back playing games with my family and friends who have been waiting patiently for me to get back into gaming all month. So, what have I learned during this month? Well, I'm still a little on the fence as to whether gaming addiction is a single disease in and of itself, or a symptom of other diseases such as depression and social anxiety. But I'll leave smarter people than me to squabble over the minutiae. But whether it's a single disease in its own right, or a symptom of other diseases, it most definitely is a genuine problem that has already destroyed lives and taken lives. And given how ubiquitous gaming is, more research needs to be done into this relatively new phenomena before even more lives are destroyed. I've tried to do my bit to raise public awareness as to the seriousness of the condition, while at the same time I've tried to calm the fears from those who are seeing gaming addiction in all gaming. Now, it's my conclusion from this month's study that 95 to 99% of all gamers are able to game quite happily without experiencing any negative effects. Of the remaining 1% to 5%, some have a legitimate and life-threatening problem that they need therapy and support, not judgment and punishment for. That support and therapy needs to extend to the friends and family of the affected addict, because addiction doesn't just affect the addict, it affects everyone around the addict. I'm also convinced that there are an unknown number of people who are wrongly diagnosed with gaming addiction and have had their consoles confiscated, sold or destroyed unnecessarily by parents and loved ones overreacting to media hype. My advice is, if you are worried your child might have a gaming addiction and are contemplating taking their games off them, first of all stay calm and try to get them to do my month off gaming challenge, and if they pass the month off gaming challenge with flying colours, then all is well, you don't need to worry. But if they can't or won't take the month off gaming challenge, then maybe go to a GP or family doctor with a view to being referred to a specialist for expert advice. You can also check out some of those forums like Online Gamers Anonymous or Computer Gamers Addicts Anonymous. During this month, I've learned to have compassion on both addict and enabler, recognising both have serious psychological problems and they need help and support, not judgment and isolation. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this series of videos on gaming addiction, and I hope some of what I've learned has been useful to you. If you are worried about your gaming, or if you have a friend or family member who is worried, why not take this month off challenge to reassure both yourself and your loved ones that there is no problem with your gaming? If you're not an addict, the month will fly by just like it did for me, and with no adverse effects. If there are adverse effects, then you will have identified a problem sooner rather than later and greatly increase your chances of survival and recovery. If you can't handle the challenge, speak to your family doctor in confidence or check out some of the gaming addiction forums that I've been plugging throughout this series. But as for me, slightly less big fat hairy challenge accepted and completed gamer, I look forward to seeing you in some other video.